Hello, and welcome to The Joy Within, where we're eliminating negativity one thought at a time. I'm Kyle Greenfield, and I'll be your guide as we explore how to be calm, confident, and happy in our crazy modern world. Join us each week as we dive into some of the biggest ideas in spirituality and personal development. We'll learn what it takes to gain control of your own mind, master your mood, and navigate the many ups and downs along the way. Visit thejoywithin.org to get started so you can become the calm, confident, and happy person you truly deserve to be. Hello, and welcome back to the Joy Within's podcast. Today, I want to talk about what I think fundamentally is one of the most important beliefs that you can develop if you want to experience a higher degree of joy in your life. I think that if you have this one belief, everything else will start to flow more easily for you, and it will become much, much easier for you to become calm, confident, and happy every single day. So, are you ready? It's really simple. Joy is. That's it. Joy is. You'll also hear me say that joy simply, profoundly is. And I would encourage you, after you finish listening today, to take some time to meditate on this idea. Give it time to sink in. Use it as a little mini mantra for a few days. And see how this one simple idea will change and evolve within you. Because ultimately, you have to internalize this concept in order for it to have any real impact on your life. Joy is. Joy simply, profoundly is. All that I can really do is give you some pointers, some ideas that will hopefully trigger a new level of awareness within you. You're the one who has to gift yourself the space that you need to let that shift happen. So, that said, there are a few aspects of this belief that I want to dissect and clarify a little bit. The first is that I don't just mean that generally you have the ability to be happy. I'm not talking about it as some vague possibility or a choice that you might make from time to time. I'm talking about joy as a fact, as an absolute. It is something that is present all of the time, even when you do not feel connected to it, even when you're at your most miserable state, your most intense negative feeling. Joy is. It is a fact, in the same way that gravity is a fact. It just is. Joy simply, profoundly is. Now, I know that for a lot of you, this might not make a lot of sense. And if that's the case, I want you to step back a minute and stop thinking about this joy as an emotion. Don't think of it as something that you may or may not have, or as something you're striving towards. Because when I'm talking about joy in this context, I'm not talking about it as an emotion. It has nothing to do with your ability to be happy right now. What I'm talking about is I'm talking about joy as an energy. And to make this distinction clear, I often call it joy, bliss, love, light. It's not your emotion. Your emotions represent your ability to connect, your ability to tune in, your ability to feel joyful and happy in the moment. And this is a really important distinction, because when I say that joy is, I mean it in a much deeper, more profound sense than most people think. The energy of joy is the very fabric of existence. It permeates everything. It is flowing constantly through you and around you. And quite literally, you are comprised of this energy. You are joy. It's kind of like you're out swimming in the middle of the ocean, and water is everywhere around you. It's constantly flowing past you, and at the same time, your body itself is made up of that water. So you're completely immersed, completely comprised of water. Now, imagine that sense and then multiply it exponentially. Because that's the power of this energy. That's the presence of this energy within and around you every moment of every day. Now, this idea is not new. Almost every civilization and culture has acknowledged the existence of a single unifying field of energy. In Western philosophy, we can date it as far back as the early Greeks, as the works of Aristotle and Plato. And in religion, it dates back even farther. But it's not just an old idea, we actually see it in every single culture since, across the entire planet. And even contemporary science will confirm the same concept as well. So ultimately, fundamentally, everything that exists simply, profoundly is in one single, intricate, infinite field. We just talk about this field in different ways. Depending on our own beliefs, on what our backgrounds are and our upbringing, we might use different words for it. You might say God, or you might say Brahman, or you might say truth, or if you're a scientist, you might say energy or information or consciousness. The word that you choose doesn't really matter. What matters is how you perceive it, how often you step back and tune into this joy. Because the more often you can do that, the better you get at feeling into your inner natural energy. The more you tune into this joy, the more radically your life will transform. And knowing this is the key to lasting positive change in literally any area of your life. We will unpack this idea as we move forward. We'll explore the many ways you can connect to this joy and to use it to eliminate virtually any negativity that you have within you. But for now, I just want to leave you with a little thought exercise, which I hope will help you to tune in to a lighter, more vibrant version of yourself, and to start to bring some of these principles into your life right now, to start to recognize the joy that is already before you. So, if you are listening on the go, you might want to come back to this exercise later when you have a few moments to yourself. To begin, first close your eyes and take a few seconds to draw your attention inwards. Focus your breath for 1 or 2 cycles, allowing the air to pass easily in and out of your body. As you breathe, I want you to activate the highest feeling of happiness that you can remember. Call upon any memories that may serve you in this, but rather than thinking of the events of those memories, rather than the specific substance of them, try to focus on the feelings about them. Tune into the feeling of joy, the feeling of peace, and the feeling of love that you may have had at the time. And as you do, take your time. Take your time to sit into this feeling for a few moments. Cherish it, and allow the positive emotion to flow through your entire body. Now, maintaining this clear sense of happiness and of well-being, I want you to project yourself forward into the future. I want you to imagine yourself a few years from today, and to imagine that you have brought this feeling of joy forward with you. Imagine that you have practiced it, so that this feeling, the happiest you have ever felt, is now a new normal. It is your new default state, a new set point, a launch pad from which you can move into even higher emotions. So feel into this state, allow it to expand for as long as it is relevant for you. And then ask yourself a simple but very powerful question. What thoughts must you think to become now your highest ideal? This is the feeling that awaits you, the joy and the well-being that you can cultivate so that you can feel into it every single day on command. And as you strengthen that feeling, you will become calm, confident, and happy. every single day. Thanks for listening to today's episode. When you're ready to put these ideas to work in your own life, head over to thejoywithin.org and sign up for Happiness University. When you do, you'll have access to all of the tools and strategies you need to eliminate negative thoughts by tuning in to the joy within. You can follow a simple, step-by-step system to become the calm, confident, and happy person you deserve to be. Visit thejoywithin.org to get started today. And if you enjoyed today's podcast, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love, because I think we can all use a little more joy in our crazy modern world.